blah blah blah.
That's all
blah
we
blah
chasing,
blah 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 blah.
And they call it.
Trey, just get to the part where you say, "Let's
which is
start the show." If you volunteer to give me a ride, do I owe you gas?
I kept telling them, boy, I can't wait till a bitch destroy you. I can't wait.
Once we have seen your naked ass, we don't take a lot of things that you say seriously.
That album is for niggas with yachts and jets and who know what the fuck escrow is.
But he was walking around just too much sunshine in his face. It was pissing me off. You gotta meditate after you fuck dirty bitches. You have to. You got to meditate after so that you actually reconcile and deal with that shit and let it wash away.
Welcome to another episode of the Tutson Interruption. My name is Trey Tutson. Excuse me, I got the hiccups here. I'm gonna try to not yell as much. Some of the comments I've gotten are, "Why are you yelling? Why are you screaming? Why are you cursing?" That was one of the ones I got. Why are you swearing so much? Ma'am, I don't know. Okay? I don't know. Why do I curse so much? Because I feel like sentences are enhanced by curse words. Everything's better with a curse word. And I had a moment in my life where I had the option to speak better. You know, I'll never forget this. I never forget deciding that I'm going to talk as relaxed as possible. I made that decision. I think I was like 9 years old. I was like, yeah, I'm no longer going to do that. It's a front. It's not who I truly am. I'm not living my truth if I do that. So I curse a lot. I swear a lot. Dude, I've had a interesting weekend, couple weeks. I'm late. Obviously, I'm late with the podcast. I'm not always in the best mood to do them. I could be honest. I'm not always in the best mood to do the pod because I don't know. I'm not always in the best mood. And I don't like that reflecting. I got a lot of unreleased episodes that I might just bundle up and, you know, if things get to that point, I start a Patreon and I might put them on there. Just like here's me angry as hell one Wednesday. But I'm not always in the best of moods. And then I've just had, you know, just stuff happening and just a lot of stuff. I'm going to get into it all. First, I don't know if anything has happened yet by the time this comes out. But I would like to say I want to send my best prayers and wishes to the citizens of Southern California. You guys have, you got this hurricane, which is supposed to be like the most rain and one of the worst storms that they're going to deal with in the last 80 years. As a person that lives in Houston, Texas, where it floods all the time and is constant, you know, my best wishes to all of you. I wish you well. But I also I'm not going to feel that bad for you. I'm not. just because something I saw on the internet, obviously, that irritated me. This irritated me so much. One of these douches, one of these people, somebody I actually like, right? I like them as a person for the most part, but and their life has changed. They're with somebody that has, that have made it. They've made it tremendously in the entertainment world, and they made a post, dude, and it just shows you the detachment from, like, I don't even know, from most of reality of these fucking people, that these transplant people from Los Angeles, not people that's actually born and raised in LA. These transplant people, right? These folks that whatever. They moved out there for whatever reason. So anyway, I'm on Instagram, scroll through Instagram, go through the story. This person comes on Instagram and they're asking, they ask the question, they go, hey, do you know of any fun rainy day activities to do with children? And they got the little question thing, you know, on Instagram where they got a little question thing, and you type in, that's the question they're asking. What's some fun rainy day activities to do with children? And then you type in the answer. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, dude, you're not dealing with a fucking rainy day. It's a hurricane. All right? It's a hurricane. That is not a rainy day. Yeah, you put on some, you know, your little slick clothing. You go outside, you jump around in a couple of puddles, right? You maybe come inside, you bake some cookies. You know, you play shit like Connect 4. Right? It's fun like that. A hurricane, totally different. Hurricane's like, get the sandbags. Like, what's some fun activities to do during a hurricane? Is what that question's to be. I got suggestions for you. What's a fun activity? How about take cover in the tub? Head to knees. Board up the windows. These are things that you can do. These are activities, but it's just that detachment where it's just like these fucking people, they haven't had heavy rain in 80 years, right? They haven't had like craziness like that in like something since, you know, as serious as this in 80 years, 8 fucking decades, and they're sitting there going, well, what's some fun rainy day activities to do? It's nuts. I saw that, I was just irritated. I'm just like, you know what, dude? I hope they lose all kinds of shit. I mean, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you, you guys are gonna see more damage than any riot that's ever been had out there. That's Los Angeles. That's home of the fucking riots right there. Like, riots go down there. If I'm not mistaken. You know, obviously the obvious joke is there that they got a hurricane coming, you know that all hurricanes is named by Fox News because they named this fucking hurricane Hillary. And yeah, I feel like that was a move on the conservatives' behalf. But I don't know. Could be liberals that did it, which is funny if they did it. They were just like, we're going to name it Hillary. It's strong. It's independent. And it's about to destroy some shit. I heard it's pretty strong. I don't know the strength of it yet, but by the time this comes out, I think the damage would have been done of whatever was going to happen to that city. I have no idea. But I hope nothing bad happens to people. That's never fun, right? It's never fun. We end up having to do stuff we don't want to do, like pray for LA, and we got to pray for a city and donate to the city, and you're like, oh my God, they're making me a philanthropist, making you care. You're like, I don't care. I don't care about LA like that. They're like, it doesn't matter what you care about. So I don't feel like that. Dude, I don't know why this bank keeps calling me. The bank calls me every day, and I give them the same answers every day. I don't got it. Shit. What do you want from me? I've been giving it. So they've been harassing me. That's why I don't answer. When I wasn't answering, dude, and I was just like making the payments and doing it, they called less. But now I answer. I tell them, I go, I'm going to be making the payment. I'm going to be doing the thing on this day. And yes, you can mark it down. Now they calling like, well, maybe if we call him, he will. No, it's a coincidence that the money is lined up that way. I don't have it, dude. I don't have it. Stop fucking calling me. Jesus. Anyway, I've had a fun, interesting goddamn weekend. I had so much fun. So this weekend, we shot my buddy. Well, we didn't, but my buddy Slade Ham. Uh, man, he shot his special this weekend at the Midtown Arts and Theater Center. Um, and I gotta say, this was amazing. I've been, riding with him since the beginning of it. When he said he wanted to shoot a special, and he hit me up, and and I told him anything you need, man. I don't care, whatever you want to do, buddy. You've been great to me. Slade's been great to me. Slade has taken me on the road. If y'all know, Slade's the one he has taken me to Europe, to go overseas and let me see a different part of the world. Help broaden my horizon, and I absolutely love this man for that. Like I appreciate him. I owe him anything, and I'm like, is anything you need me to do? He's like, I need you to do what you do best, man. I need you to, help me structure things and help me put things together. And next Wednesday, I'm like, dude, I got you. So I remember when he just had the idea for the special, and it was just the bare bones of it was just, here it is, just this is what I got, and it was a skeleton of a set, and I've watched him put, not only skin and life into this thing, but he dressed it up very well, and dude, it was a beautiful experience. But of course, before getting there, the night before, and Friday, I had been running my set, and Slade told me he needed me to be, hey man, I'd like you to do special. I'd like you to do 10 minutes, be clean. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I have no problem with being clean. I can write clean, whatever. But I was a little thrown off. I'm like, okay, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what it is exactly I want to do. So I was running through sets all week. All week I'm doing sets. And I ain't gonna lie, I never locked in on what it was I was gonna do. I was having fun, right? So the night before, I may or may not have done some mushrooms, right? That Friday. And dude, it put me in such a good mood. Well, I was doing a show. I was booked to do a show that's supposed to be like this shroomy kind of show. It's this show that this guy Joey puts together. And it's one of those shows. It's called the Glow Show. There's shit that's on stage. The whole set looks very, hey man, dude. It's got that kind of vibe, right? So I was like, I'll do mushrooms. Well, and I'm thinking everybody's doing mushrooms for the show. No. I show up to the show. I'm the only person on fucking mushrooms, including the goddamn host. So I'm feeling good, and only thing I don't like, I've never done mushrooms with anybody. I've never done mushrooms with somebody, and me and the person is like shroomed out, and we're like, hey man, what's going on? Like or whatever. We ain't giggling together and all that shit. I've never done them with anybody. I have been on mushrooms and ran into somebody that was also on them, but that's not the same. Because that day, that person was way further ahead and they tripped than I was. I was at the beginning part where I was laughing and shit. They was at a part where they was trying to figure out the world. And I was like, well, it's time for me to get away from your ass because I'm feeling good. So I'm at this damn show and I'm just happy. I'm just feeling good, like laughing with everybody. And I found out something. I don't do nothing crazy unless I got like some really, really dark shit that's going on in my life. I tend to just kind of microdose. Like I don't really do that much. You know what I mean? tend to do um maybe a couple grams of it or something like that. But if I need to like really dig deep into there, I'll do eighth or a little more than eighth or whatever. I try to get into it, right? Um so I microdose. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood. I'm doing my set. I'm fine. The set's fine. It's going over good. So, but I was feeling good. I'm in a really good mood. I'm happy and things are fine. I'm smiling with people. And these are days that are important to me. I try to hold on to the moments I'm just smiling, like I'm feeling good and like nothing's bothering me. Man, I try a lot. I try to have no one destroy that for me. I don't want anybody to come and ruin that for me and take that away from me, because the amount of days I have to wake up and push down all of the damn self hate and self sabotage and self deprecation. Like, I have to push all of this shit down just to get up and walk my dog. So when I got days where all of that is washed away and I'm just floating, I want to hold on to that. I want to keep that. So the next day I'm getting ready to go open up for the special and everything. I say, you know what? I want to make sure that I'm in a good mood again. I'm going to take mushrooms again. And I'll go up and I'll be in a good mood and I'll be fine. Yada, yada, yada. I take the mushrooms, man. I'm good. It takes a while. Waiting for it to kick in. Start riding. Driving there to the venue. Park. Get out of the car. Walk in. I'm walking around the building. I can't find the entrance. Okay. Dude, I'm having a hard time. I can't find the entrance, right? I'm walking and this is what happens to me. When I've done a substance or something, if things do not go to normal, I can't improvise on mushrooms. Okay. Things gotta be sort of routine. They gotta go as calmly as I need them to go. I need things to go exactly as planned. If there's any audible that is attached to this, I'm fucking screwed. I start panicking and my mind goes into a whole other place. So I'm walking around this building. I cannot find the entrance. I don't know how to get in here. And I'm like nervous to talk to this security guard because what my vibe is kind of like, I don't think I want to. No, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why am I jittery like that? Like, what is okay? So I kept walking, man. I'm walking and I'm like, okay, I can't find it. I'm looking. All of a sudden, I hear someone go, Trey! And I'm a little nervous to turn around. In my head, I'm like, I'm not turning around. That's the security guard. She's coming to get me. How the fuck does she know my name? I never said nothing to her. Oh my God. It's like, Trey, just turn around. I turn around. And it's the guy, Adam Taylor, who's directing Slade's special. He's like, I go, oh, hey, man, I'm happy to see you. He's like, yeah, good to see you too, buddy. Yeah, come in right this way. We're right here. So I'm like, all right. So I walk in, man, and I'm like, okay, all right, Trey, calm down. Get it together. We're going to be all right. Gonna be fine. I walk over, dude, and I see the bottles of water. I go in. I drank 2 bottles of water pretty fast. Like, I'm like, let me get this water in my system immediately. And that kind of balances me out. But you'd think I was running from somebody the way I drank these waters. So, man, I walk into the venue, and the theater is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Slade's backdrop looks great. I'm not going to spoil too much because when the special comes out, but his backdrop looks great. Everything looks amazing. See my other buddy, Jerry Wayne. Jerry Wayne's there. Jerry Wayne's got on a suit, right, with his boss face on, looking like I'm playing no fucking games today. And he's got on a suit with some Air Maxes because, like he told me, he He can't wear hard sole shoes anymore, which I could imagine, dude. I could imagine that shit fucks his feet up. His feet look, they probably look like a pack of hot dogs when he's into that shit. Just swollen and pinkish and red and looks bad. I see Slade, man. Slade comes running up to me when we first get inside. Just give each other a big hug on stage. I'm like, man, you fucking did it. This looks beautiful. This is going to look amazing. This is going to be great, right? He says, yeah, let's go to the back. So we go to the back. We're talking. I'm like, just remember, we're doing this. We're just going over stuff. Standing in the back for a while. We're talking for a while. He's like, hold on 1 second. He was like, yeah, let me go let Brad in real quick. I'm like, all right, I'll be right here. He goes back. He goes over to the side dock, opens the door up, and I'm standing there, man, and coming around the corner, it's fucking Scarface. Mr. Scarface himself. Houston legend. Don't even got to say. Mind playing tricks on me. Damn it feel good to be a gangster. Fucking the classic My Block. Everything is everything for Sheezy. Fucking Scarface. And I'm sitting there like, holy shit. And he walks up. I'm like, what's up, man? I'm Trey Tutson. He's like, yeah, what's up, man? Good to meet you. All right, brother. And I'm fucking, I'm tripping. My mind playing tricks on me. I'm sitting there like, this is fucking crazy. And it's like weird because these shrooms, I'm rolling on these fucking shrooms, okay? I'm rolling on these shrooms. There's moments where I'm walking and the hallway is like narrowing. It's getting narrow. No one, I don't know if anybody can tell, but I'm if you see any footage, the behind the scenes footage, you'll see how I'm walking. I'm walking very straight and together, and because I'm trying to keep it together as the walls keep closing in on me. And it's hard for me to breathe. I had a bottle of water with me like damn near the whole time. I was like, I can't, right? But when I see Scarface, it's tripping me out because it just feels dreamy. But then I remember, oh yeah, Slade. I was with Slade when he called Scarface and said, Scarface is gonna be here, blah blah blah. And Scarface was like, yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna introduce you. Yeah, but I'm fucking right. So all that's gone. I'm just sitting there looking like, oh, this is fucking Scarface. Me and my dad used to ride in the car together, listening to Scarface, and bumping it. I mean, that's what I got. We was jamming Scarface together, and now I'm standing here in front of him. So the plan is this. Outlaw Dave is gonna go out. Outlaw Dave is going to introduce the show. Hey, thank you guys. You're gonna do a testing of like make a loud noise, clap. This is what you do for specials. They do like a sound check to see how everything is gonna sound. Let us get a really big laugh. All right, now clap. Like, all right, now do a woo as if the person is coming out, and the crowd does all this stuff, and they get all right, get everything checked. So Outlaw Dave's doing all the intro stuff, and he's like, all right. We got this comedian that's gonna he's gonna introduce me, then he's gonna introduce Scarface, and Scarface is gonna introduce Slade, right? That's the whole game plan. So I'm in the back, we're backstage. I'm talking to Scarface. Scarface is like him and Slade are joking, they're riffing, they're going back and forth, blah blah blah. I'm saying jokes, I'm making Scarface laugh. I forgot what I said, but we're messing with Slade about something, about how Slade looked and how skinny he was. And this, we're cracking these jokes, and Scarface laughing like, and he gives me a five. And I'm like, this is fucking crazy. I'm making Scarface laugh. What? I'm making fucking this is crazy to me. This man heard Kanye West's Through the Wire before the wall did. This is Scarface, damn it. I'm hyped. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm excited inside. So Adam comes and lets us know what it is to do. Trey He's letting us know, look, Alo Dave's gonna do this. You need to exit stage right, go behind while Scarface is up. You need to pull the curtain. Wait for my cue to pull the curtain, open it up for Slade. Yada. Right? Got you, man. Got you. Scarface is like, hey, how much time do I get? They're like, well, we just want you to bring out Slade. He's like, nah, let me get 2 minutes. Let me tell a story. They're like, what the fuck? All right. Well, it's Scarface. You can't say no. And now we start fucking with him going, look here, you better not go out there and fucking bomb. Like, man, what the? Let me tell y'all what I'm used to. So Slade asked him, like, hey, what music can I come out to? What music can I come out to? And the thing, what you suggest I should do? Scarface like, you could use anything that I own. So they're in the fucking back. Scarface got a song playing. He's like rapping the song to Slade. Which I started thinking about something. I thought about this shit when he was back there. Because I think about like when he started and when things really popped for him and all this type of stuff. Dude, I think about this shit. You think about the music now, right? Like right now, there's trap music. Okay? There is trap music. There is music that is made for trapping conditions. But the people that now have trap music, they not the original trappers, right? You think about the people that the original trappers. I'm talking about crack era, right? Let's go with the crack era, bro. These people was cooking up dope to 1980s hip hop. I don't know if y'all are familiar with what that sounded like. And it was very like, I can't even get it out. It's making me laugh. And you remember what the fuck 80s rap was like? I was running out, going to the park. And it was like very that shit. It's a nigga cooking dope. It takes two to make a thing do right. Woo! Yeah! They fucking cooking dope to breakdance music. It's like we got like trap music. We got like Future, 21 Savage, Gucci Mane, Young Jeezy. You know, we got trap music. Even the 70s had better trap music than you think about in the 80s. They had better trap music. The 70s, they had the Superfly song. No, Pusha Man, Curtis Mayfield. I'm your mama. I'm your daddy. I'm that nigga in the caddy. He had the fucking shit. Grab some coke, grab some weed. You know me. I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your Pusha Man. I'm your Pusha Man. Motherfuckers in the 80s was, I ain't no joke. Motherfucker was cooking up dope to rock him. That shit is funny. That man's name was Curtis Blow. Who knew his music would be responsible for so much cocaine getting distributed? Anyway, so Scarface is back there fucking, he's rapping a song or whatever. He's like getting into it. Like you can see him. Like, you're like, oh, this guy's like, it's legit. It's in his heart. So, he's like not that tall. That's always the thing. You meet these fucking people, you're like, this guy's not that tall. I was like afraid of this man. And he's like he's not that fucking tall. Anyway, and he got like, he's got health conditions. You're like, I can tackle Scarface. But anyway, he's back there, he's rapping, so they're telling us like, all right, get it started, blah blah. So I'm standing inside stage. I'm like prep, but I'm not really ready. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy, blah 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 blah. And all of a sudden, I just hear, give it up for Trey Tutson. I'm like, oh shit. And I come walking out, not ready, grab the mic. The crowd's cheering. Felt great. I'm like, give it up, blah, 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 1 month, da, 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 da. Start going into my set. It's going okay. It's going okay. It's like, all right, it's going all right. It's going okay, okay. And then it started getting some really good pops. I'm like, all right, cool. It felt good. So then I get off stage. Right, the set's fine. I get off stage, and I fucking don't go the way that Adam told me to go. But he's like, you got time. Just, we're going to walk back here, go over to the other side of the stage. You can be ready to pull the curtain. I'm like, okay, great. Dude, it's so fucking dark. I can't see anything. Like, this vision is so bad. I'm like, I'm going to lose my I'm going blind. I can't see any fucking thing. And I'm like, oh my God. All right, cool. I can't see. I'm like nervous. I'm like, and it's that thing where you're walking through the dark and you're like, you can't see, and it's a big production. So I can't just be like stepping on chords like, all right, fuck whatever that is. I'm like, is that important? Is there gonna be like, did I just unplug some shit? Is something disconnected? Like, what's happening? Like, no, that's not what happened. So I walk over to the side, and Scarface goes out, and they introduce Scarface. He goes out, he started telling his story, and man, I'm like, all right, this guy better not fucking. We said it. You wanted your 2 minutes. Better not fucking bomb and fuck up the momentum of this Scarface. And man, when I tell you, this dude went out and he had some killer lines. I mean, he said some funny shit. One of the lines I'll tell you, he said, because you're not gonna see it on film. That he said, one of the lines that was so funny. He was talking about being sick and being in that hospital getting a transplant, and he goes, he was like, I don't go to the hospital to get well. I go to the hospital to get high. It was such a good line. It popped so hard. Anyway, he introduces Slade, and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, give up Slade Ham. And I just start pulling the fucking curtain. I'm like, pulling as hard as I can, pull as hard as I can, pull as hard as I can. Slade comes walking out. Houston, Texas. Goes into the special. I go back around. I run into Adam. He was like, hey, you were supposed to wait on my cue. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't know. He was like, man, that's why we got 2 shows. So Slade went up there, man. That first show, he shot the special. Second show was good. A little tighter audience. Audience was a little tighter than it was the first show. But it was perfect because we got everything we needed. And now I'm just waiting on him to hit me up, let me know when we start the editing process. He's gonna let me edit it. He's gonna let me do that. So I'm very, very, very proud of him. Hung out with him afterwards. Flirted with a bunch of older women in their fucking 50s and stuff like that. I made one lady feel good. I was like, come on, I'm gonna give you my number real quick. And I took her phone and I put the wrong number in there. This lady's been texting. I don't know if she has, but she probably been texting the wrong somebody else. She's like, I live with someone. This lady's a weirdo, dude. But no, that was a good time. I hung out with him afterwards. We smoked cigars. It was just a fucking great Saturday. It was a great night. Couldn't have been prouder, man. So be on the lookout for that when that comes out. Shout out to Charita. I ran into Charita at the special. She's let me know that she listens and she laughs. That's always encouraging. I need to hear that, man. I don't have got a few family members that believe in me, but a lot of people are just like, what the fuck is he doing? He just doesn't like work, or like, how does his. They don't get it. Sometimes I don't get it either, but fuck it. So shout out to Charita. And so the next day, dude, I get home late, dude. I hang out, I go eat. Oh, I go fucking out, right? I'm hanging out pretty late with Slade. And a buddy of mine hit me up. And no, not a buddy. Dear friend, little lady friend, hit me up and was like, you want to go hey, you wanna eat? We're eating over here at this Mexican restaurant. You wanna go eat? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go eat. Pop in over there, go eat. In there with all my friends, few friends from comedy, this person's sister, and then it's three strangers. I don't know. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm Trey Tutson, blah blah blah. And dude, I'm just gonna get into it. This fucking lady. Oh my god, we ran. There was one lady that was there, a little thick chick. I'm not gonna say her name. I'll just say what she does. She's a fucking therapist, right? Condescending little twat. Oh my god. I'm not gonna get angry, but dude, every time I think about this, this pisses me off. Dude, this fucking lady, dog. All right. So they're talking to me about some comic, a comic that's a friend of ours, and how he's gotten better and he's lapping people and yada yada yada. And all we're talking, but I forgot what it was. Something. It was sort of a little bit of an attack on me, a little bit. I can't remember, nothing crazy, but I was like in the state of defending myself. And I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever, okay, blah, 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 about this person getting better. Because amongst my friends know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's just kind of like, hey, y'all, you know what's up. So they start fucking with me, like basically being like, I have like these, oh man, I think your ego and this and that. And I have to say this. There is a lot of people in America. I don't know about the rest of the world, but definitely in America, there is a problem with confident black men. People do not, I don't know what it is, but people have a problem with confident black men. If you are a confident black man, be aware that motherfuckers is going to look to tear you down. And the sad part is when it's black women. Because these sons of bitches sometimes, they do all this shit to lift us up. They encourage us to lift us up, but then they turn around and they tear you down for being confident. Not all. I'm not going to say all, but that's something that I've been noticing. It's like you got to have like a gauge on your confidence, and when you speak confidently, don't encourage me. Like, don't tell me I'm this and I'm that. And then if I regurgitate what it is that you're saying because that's how I'm actually feeling inside, now all of a sudden I need to check the way that I'm being. So it's like, well, don't say shit to me then. So it is what it is. I'm very aware of the scale of all of this that it is, but it's like I don't want to. Yeah, okay, they've gotten better. Great. I know who they're not better than. So they're fucking with me about my ego and this and that. I'm like, hold on, this has got nothing to do with ego and self-esteem and this. Y'all don't even know me enough to even say anything like that. It's like I'm talking about within comedy. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about within comedy. And they're telling me that ego and self-esteem and all this shit. It's like, I'm like, those are two separate things. And the therapist chick, she's already a fucking asshole because she's trying to tell me what, I don't even know how to fucking say it. Y'all know what it is. It's this Mexican Sweetwater shit. And she's like, whatever it is that they had, it starts with an H, right? She's telling me, she starts explaining, yeah, what they do is they they extract it from rice. I said, girl, I know how the fuck they make it. Like, what you doing right now? But little I know, she's been doing this shit all night to everybody. She's been being a condescending little prick because the truth is, you fucking with me about my ego. It's you the one that's got the fucking ego problem because you constantly keep trying to show people how smart and educated you are. And I realized what it was. And it's going to feel like I'm being redundant. But I'm not. She was being that way because she's a heavy set bitch. You could tell it's a loneliness in that apartment. You could tell a motherfucker ain't held her while she slept ever. And she's sitting at the table. You like, ugh, you are a funky ass person. Then the motherfucker that was on her side with this shit, you realize he lonely. You go, oh, this is what it is. All of y'all lonely, but y'all unattracted to each other. Y'all really need to link up and fuck each other and hold each other at night through with the shit that y'all going through, but y'all don't think each other look good. That's the worst set of friends. Man, fuck that. Look here. We can't be motherfucking friends if you ain't got nobody holding you at night. Or you ain't got nobody you can call on in that situation. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So she started going on about that, and I shit all on therapy. Now, this is my thing. I can say this. I don't actually hate therapy. Okay? I'm not actually shitting on therapy. I think it's beautiful. I know how therapy changed people's lives. I know how therapy has saved people's lives. I know some people that was holding on by a thread and they went to therapy and that shit changed their whole life. That shit, it saved their whole life. They was able to move forward and be better. But however, let's not act like therapy ain't a scam. Therapy is a goddamn scam. Therapy, and I told her, she was like, how is it a scam? What's the scam? I'm like, first of all, you are a flawed human being talking to another flawed human being on how to fix their flaws. So she was like, you don't think there's a whatever. She bringing up all the training and this and that. I'm like, yes, you have learned all of these tactics, but this shit only works on broken people. That's the only way therapy works, is if the people are broken. You bring a motherfucker in that's halfway straight together, they're not gonna go through with it. She was like, have you ever done therapy? I'm like, yeah, I did. I went to one session and I peeped in there and was like, yeah, this shit is a scam. You could do that with most shit. Most stuff, if you go to it, you could look and be like, yeah, this is a scam, bro. This shit. And I'm not, and hold on. And just because I can say it's a scam, that don't mean that I don't know that how useful it is. It's useful, and there's people that need that shit. But if you ask people what made them go to therapy, adults, because there's some kids that go after their parents get a divorce or they have certain traumatic experiences that happen in their life. But when you ask an adult what made you go to therapy, if you hear how fucking broken they were, it makes sense for them to go. But of course you're gonna be trying. You a therapist, bitch. Of course you're gonna be trying to convince me why it is that you think I should go or X, Y, and Z and that. I'm looking at you. So then, first at the beginning of the night, she had said that she deals with adolescents. Then she was like, I'm a therapist and blah, blah, and I'm like, and this is the shit that pissed me off about this shit. Because then she was saying she also deals with adults, blah, blah. And this is the funny shit. She was the friend that invited me. They was talking earlier tonight. She was like, everybody was saying what they did for a living. So she asked my friend, she was like, what you do for a living? My friend was like, I'm an animal behaviorist. And the therapist, funky bitch, condescendingly goes, so you're a dog trainer? Right? And man, when this bitch said I deal with adolescents, all that, man, I'm mad I missed the opportunity when she said I mostly deal with adolescents. I wish I could have said, oh, so you a guidance counselor? Because that's all you are. And the way you could tell she mostly only deal with kids because that's how she talked to everybody in this condescending manner. And I just want to say, little stupid funky bitch, if you don't figure out a way to get your mouth and mind together, you gonna die a lonely bitch because you ain't attractive enough to have that attitude. Ain't nobody dealing with that shit, bitch. You better get it together. Your arms is too fat to be swinging at motherfuckers like that. So it ain't just all about looks. It's just all about like, who the fuck want to deal with somebody that attitude is that ugly? That's the real shit. Who want to deal with somebody attitude that ugly? Don't nobody want to deal with somebody being smug all the fucking time. Just all the time, you got a little condescending thing to say, condescending thing to say. You steady talking down to a motherfucker on a regular basis. We all sitting here trying to eat quesadillas, and you trying to show everybody how you up here. Bitch, you are insecure. So I had to sit there at the table and defend comedy because that's what I'm trying to tell. Like, bitch, you don't know nothing about comedy. I'm talking about those things are split, bro. The ego and the self-esteem, that shit is split. Some of the most egotistical comedians that you meet, they have the lowest self-esteem. What you seeing is a front. What you seeing on stage and all of that, the ego got them there. The ego got them to be on stage. It got them to perform. It got them to take risk. You get some of the motherfuckers back out away from that, you be like, who is this? They a shell of themselves. Self-esteem low. Now she did end up saying, oh, I didn't know you was talking about comedy. Like, exactly, bitch. You don't know what the fuck anybody talking about. Cause you a ragged ass little mean bitch. We ain't got no room for that. So I couldn't wait to leave. And then I just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of was thinking about some shit because it made me think because of how she looked. And I'm looking at how I look. And I don't want to diss the little chick, but she kind of looked like Michael Oher. Whole time I was looking at her, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, that's crazy that this dude came out and saying that the blind side never happened. They made the whole shit up. And I get his reason for coming out and being like, this is why I'm saying this shit fake, because he didn't have to deal with, see, at first, the movie come out and it helps. The movie helps. It helps it helps all of that a ton. Right? It helps a lot. I guess it helps his popularity, and it's this beautiful movie that kind of, I don't fucking know, it's supposed to like dilute racism. I don't really know what the fuck the goal was, but it's another white savior ass movie. It is a white savior movie. But it's Sandra Bullock. It's a white lady that everybody kind of fuck with. You know, the movie fine. The movie is the movie. But I understand his grievance toward it is that as a black dude, or not even as a black dude, just as a person, you go out in the world and people really thought you couldn't read, and they really thought you was this dumb, uneducated goof that was just this big body that, like, you was just aloof. And you find out that he was at the private school and the family met him like, he was smart enough to get in that school and was very smart student and educated guy, had weird living conditions, but he wasn't this dummy and this, that. So you go like, all right, look, man, this part of the story is exaggerated. This is the part you out the parts. But then, of course, there's always some extreme shit going on in the background. Because, of course, all these people come out of nowhere and was like, Sandra Bullock should lose her Oscar. Well, then take all the goddamn Oscars then. If Sandra Bullock got to lose her Oscar because of the Blind Side story turned out to be fake, take all the motherfucking Oscars then. Take Denzel shit. Training Day ain't real. Take everybody shit. Everybody lose their motherfucking Oscar. We taking Oscars this week, goddammit. Take Leo shit. He didn't really get raped by a bear. That bear was CGI. Leo ain't got there fucking with bears. I don't know if y'all see. He specifically fucks with snow bunnies. Young white bitches. All right. Anyway, people with their fucking shit. It just, that annoyed me. Fucking condescending little Fat troll, just talking shit. She don't know no better. Anyway, this is the Tutson Interruption podcast. I am Trey Tutson. If you would like to email in to the podcast, the email is tutsoninterruption@gmail.com. That's tutsoninterruption@gmail.com. And just email in and say whatever it is that you want to say. If you just want to say hello, hi, how you doing? This sucks. This show sucks. It needs a new host. The host looks stupid. Whatever it is that you want to say, you can say it. But we got an email in right here. I'm not gonna say his name. No, I'll call you back. People keep calling me. Email in. Here we go. What's up, my dude? It's Blank from O'Reilly's. What's up, man? By the way, let me just say, what's up, man? I know who you are. And you listening? You probably listening. What's up, man? Good to see you. I want to say thank you. You was always good to me as a supervisor when I worked at O'Reilly. You one of the first people that believed in me and told me, like, man, you got to go after comedy. Do it. You're going to do great at it. Fucking appreciate you, my dude. He goes, I came across your podcast on the Google podcast and I gave it a listen. The one I heard was of you and your wife separating and HEB ginger ale. I just want to say that, yes, going through that, you're going to be alone, my dude. And unfortunately, not enough men talk about it. Your ex already put in that work to shit on you prior to her exit cause well, that's how he says it. I'm sorry. It's got to be your fault as women lack accountability. You were just the last one to know. Well, let's not go all women. Let's not throw them all. There's some women out there that be like, I fucked up. I mean, that's usually when we gone. Women don't take accountability. Most women don't take accountability when you in the shit. They be accountable when you gone. After the fact, they be like, I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have did it. I shouldn't have said it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Suck this dick. Anyway, you were just the last one to know. I'm sure even your mom took her side, but as I always went through the same, but I also went through the same shit. Just let me know if you want to hang out and get a drink. And he leaves his number. Also glad your dog is feeling better. Hey, my man, thank you very much for writing in. You said a lot of powerful shit in there. You said some shit that you said a lot of powerful shit in there. Yes. Yeah, you said a lot of accurate shit too. Yes, my mom took her side all the way to the point where I get off the phone with my mom after having I didn't talk to anybody about this shit. I didn't really want to talk to anybody about it. It was a lot. It was too much for me. It was way too much for me. It was heavy. I had nobody to turn to. I had nobody. I really felt like I had nobody because I was trying to keep a certain part of my life private. And then the people that I felt I was supposed to be able to turn to, my family, they was on her side. And she fucked up. That's the brutal part of the whole shit. It's like, damn. So no matter what it was, if I had fucked up or if I had fucked up, granted, I get it. I fucked up. I wouldn't have had nobody there to pick me up and encourage me. That's really what it told me. If I had fucked up, nobody would have picked me up and encouraged me, be like, man, it's all right. People make mistakes. We're going to blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like I'd have got that same speech. My speech would have been, you stupid motherfucker. It'd have been all of that shit. But she fucked up, and yeah. I'm talking to my mom. I never felt more lonely in my life. That's the loneliest I ever felt. Man, if you got your mother still around and whatever, you got a close relationship with your mom. There's some of y'all out here that I don't have y'all experience. We all got our shit from our childhood, especially if you got parents that are very prideful or they're too prideful to hear about how things could have been better or whatever. They can't hear about your childhood from your perspective. They just choose to keep it how they got it in their mind because that's how they managed to get through. That's what a lot of people do. They can't be like, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how this felt and how this was hard and this because I'm coming from it now. I'm an adult now. I'm an adult. I can reason with a motherfucker. Like as a kid, I can reason with not having that conversation then. As a kid, you don't really necessarily have a social maturity. You don't necessarily have complete understanding of everything that's happening. And you lack the ability to actually sympathize and empathize with you know, with your parents. You just got how you feeling. But once you become an adult and you going through shit, and we're all fortunate enough to still be around and be able to have adult conversations about some things that may have been traumatizing that fucked me up. Cause this is the one thing I brought up to the bitch in therapy. I was like, the therapist bitch. I was like, bitch, I know what y'all do. Y'all make a motherfucker set boundaries, cut certain people off. They talking to you, they communicate with you, you giving them the skills and the tools. And I'm like, you can't act like your shit just work. It's treatment. Y'all don't have a cure. Y'all whole shit is treatment. That's how you know it's a scam. Cause the motherfucker got to keep coming back. Then motherfuckers graduate. I'm no longer your therapist. I'm your life coach. Now you stuck with this something, but you can't even make decisions on your own. And not every decision you make, and you like, let me talk to my therapist and see what the fuck is. Motherfucker, you come on now. So, but the big thing in there is always the confrontation at the end. You got to confront you basically got to confront the person that put all this shit on you. Right? That's what I was trying to say earlier. I obviously know that therapy is good. And it's a good thing. There's good use for it. But as a comic, my thing is to be a contrarian. Like I like to push up against the shit that's popular. Everybody's going. I understand how helpful it is, but I also love to. I'm gonna poke at that because everybody's shit about therapy. Everybody about going to therapy is angled at how it's made it better. X, Y, and Z. Blah blah. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go this other way. I'm gonna go sort of in a against therapy in a way. And not harshly, but I'm going to play with that part because that part's fun and it's more challenging to win a crowd over, especially people that's probably going through therapy, that's probably going through it. So, yeah, I having like my parents around still, it's difficult to try to have these conversations about things. And it's especially when you have something like that. Well, I'm going through a really, really tough time in my life. And I just need like genuine, just like a genuine, I don't even know how to fucking word it. Just like, I just need love. I just need to know that you love me no matter what through this. And that shit has to be said. This whole fucking like what's understood don't need to be talked about bullshit is fucking stupid. It's so stupid because when people die, that's when motherfuckers want to say everything. Well, guess what, bitch? They can't hear it no more. You should have said that shit last week. So anyway, thank you, Chris. You wrote in and shit. But yeah, man, I'm powering through it. I'm managing to get through this shit. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? You can't hold my black ass down. You could try. But it's going to be a hell of a fucking fight. Because I don't know. All I do is slip death. And destruction. My life is fucked up right now. But I'm going to manage to get through all of this shit. Because I'm a warrior. And I'm not somebody that was built to be down. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be on top, and I hope to inspire a bunch of motherfuckers on the way there and once I'm there. Where is that? I don't know. It ain't necessarily for me to know. It's just for me to go through the journey and prepare myself for when I get up there. It's been another episode of the Tutson Interruption. I'm Trey Tutson. Thank y'all very much, man. Be prepped and ready to come out to these shows that I have. I got stuff going on. I don't know if you can. I don't know how to find out. Look, if you want to know where I'm gonna be at, it's a way to find out these dates. Follow me on Instagram. I think you can go to the link tree. I think I got a link tree. You can click that, and I don't know how to fucking do this shit. Lily was trying to explain it to me. I don't know. She quit every so often, so I don't really be knowing. But anyway, it's been a long one. But thank y'all. I'm Trey Tutson. Until next time, adios, folks.